Hi, my name is Cassandra. I will be leading you today through a hips and low back release. Follow along with me. Don't need any props unless you really want them for your own practice. Blocks might be helpful, but other than that, just bring yourself. We'll meet each other on our backs. Finding a reclined butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees go out towards the wide edges of your mat, and you'll begin to work your way all the way to your back here. Hands can be wherever feels right for you. If you like them by your side bodies, whether their palms are facing down to help you ground, or if you like the palms high to the sky to help you receive a little bit of energy. And start to close the eyes down, just a way to shift inwards for your practice. Beginning to take in everything going on around you. If you are practicing outside, noticing the sun shining on your skin. Maybe the gentle breeze. And start to hone in on your breath. Don't change your breath quite yet, just notice. Notice if that breath is sitting high up in the chest, if you've had a stressful day, maybe a busy day. Begin to notice if that breath is sitting deep below in the belly. That can tell us about how our day is going by just how we're breathing. So I just want you to observe that breath. We'll find a regular inhale in through the nose. And just a regular exhale out. Next breath in, I want you to take a nice deep inhale in through the nose, filling your belly just like a balloon, inflating, getting larger. And as you exhale, you open the mouth and sigh the breath out. Belly gets smaller, balloon deflates. We'll find that again. Inhale in through the nose, just like a balloon, getting larger. Find that expansion. And as you exhale, we're going to find that constriction. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out. Good. Last breath here together. Deepest, fullest breath of your day. Fill up, fill up, fill up. Open the mouth, exhale. Sigh it all out. Begin to seal the lips closed, taking your breath here in and out of the nose. And keep the eyes closed if it feels right. We'll bring the hands outside of the knees, gently pressing the knees together just like a book. We'll hug the knees into the chest, give them a nice tight squeeze. Good. We're going to start to circle those knees out. So we'll keep the knees together. We'll go towards the left side of the mat, towards the top of the mat, over to the right, back towards midline, back over to the left. Circling out, if you can imagine that your sacrum is creating a nice circle underneath of you. Next time the knees are to the chest, we'll switch directions, going to the right, back forward, over to the left, back to midline. Finding your breath to movement here. Inhaling, pushing away. Exhale, draw the knees together. 2 more circles. Last one. Good. We'll hug the knees into the chest. We'll plant the left foot, take the right knee into the chest for a half happy baby. We'll grab for the inside or the outside of that right foot here, drawing that right knee towards the right armpit. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more rounds of breath here. Good. We'll hug that right knee into the chest. We'll take a figure 4. Right ankle crosses over that left knee, simply pressing that right knee away from the body with the right hand. Always have the option to lift the left foot and take a bind behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin, pulling the legs towards the body here. And as you're doing that, still flexing through the right toes, still sending that right knee away from the body, all while you're breathing. See if you can relax the shoulders away from the ears just a tiny bit more. Beautiful. We'll slowly release that left foot down to the earth. Keep our shape. And our right foot's going to drop over to the left side of our mat as our right arm reaches out to the right, left arm reaches out to the left. Good. Still sending that right knee away. Right foot is planted. Breathing in. And breathing out. Couple more breaths here. Good. We'll take the knees back through center, give them a nice tight squeeze. Good. We'll work that other side. Right foot goes nice and long, or you can plant that right foot. We'll take half happy baby as we bend the left knee. We catch the inside or the outside of the left foot. Send the left knee towards the armpit. Breathing in. And breathing out. 3 more rounds of breath here. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. We'll take it back through center, hug the left knee into the chest, and we'll take a figure 4. Left ankle crosses that right knee, and we'll simply press that left knee away from the body. And again, if you want to take that bind, you can lift that right foot. Just checking in, making sure main focus is still pushing that left knee away, all while we're relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure you are breathing for 3. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly release the right heel down towards the earth. We'll take the left foot all the way over to the right side of the mat, extending the arms nice and long, opposite directions, palms towards the sky. Still sending that left knee away from the body. 3 rounds of breath here. Good. Well, inhale, come back through center. Unwind the legs, give them a nice tight squeeze. Working into full happy baby, insides or outsides of the feet. Take that rock side to side here. Maybe straightening out one leg, maybe the other for a half or full straddle. Good. We're going to plant the feet for our bridge pose. Fingertips should be able to touch the heels. Feet are hip width distance. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, start to press into the feet, curl the tailbone, sacrum, low back, mid back, upper back, up towards the sky, reaching the arms up and over the head as you do that. And as we exhale, we're going to slowly lower everything back down towards the earth, hips down, hands back by the sides. Couple more just like that. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, arms up and over. Exhale, slowly lower everything back down. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. We're going to stay. Hands can stay over the head or they can come back down by the side bodies. If you like to shimmy the shoulders underneath, catch a bind underneath of the back. Can press the palms together, press the forearms, and the pinky is into the mat, trying to straighten out that low back. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath here. Keep lifting, keep squeezing. Good. As we exhale, slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. We're going to hug our knees into the chest. Yogi hug. And then we're going to start to rock and roll length of our spine. So I want you to give yourself a free massage along the muscles, down the spine here, 3 to 5. Once you caught enough momentum, shifting over the knees, working into your tabletop. Good. Take any organic movement that feels good here. Maybe just a side-to-side movement. Maybe the gaze comes over each shoulder as you wag the hips side to side. Good. We'll come back through center. We'll find an inhale. Kick the right heel back towards the back of your mat. We'll inhale, lift the right heel, finding a spinal balance here. Left hand can stay on the mat or it can reach forward, bicep in line with the ear. It's like energy reaching out the left fingertips and out the right heel here. Slight tuck of the chin, crown reaches forward, gaze is a couple inches in front of the mat. One more inhale, stay strong. As you exhale, left hand down, right heel lifts up and over towards the left edge of the mat, taking a side bend here. Press down through the right big toe, take the gaze over the left shoulder. Good. One more inhale, press firmly through those hands. Good. We're going to bend that right knee. So right knee is behind the left. You may need to walk your hands directly under the shoulders. We take 3 cat-cows. As we inhale, our tailbone lifts, our belly softens, our chin lifts high to the sky. As we exhale, we tuck that tailbone, re-round and arch the spine, tuck chin to chest. 2 more just like that. Inhale, cow. Thread the heart forward and through. Exhale, round and curl, tuck chin to chest. Last one here. Inhale. Articulating through that spine. Exhale, round and curl. Good. Neutral. We'll take that right heel, extend it back. Right knee meets the left. Walk those hands a couple inches back under the shoulders. We'll take it through the other side. Left heel extends towards the back of your mat here. Maybe that left foot stays grounded. Maybe right hand reaches forward, bicep in line with the ear. When you're ready, you can start to lift that left heel off of the earth. Work that right tricep. See if you can lift it to be in line with that right ear here. Square the hips down to the mat. We're here for one more inhale. As we exhale, right hand down to the mat, left toes towards the right edge of your mat. Take your gaze over the right shoulder here. Good. Side body stretch. One more inhale. Press firmly through the left big toe. Good. Left knee's going to bend, bringing it directly behind the right. Walk those hands a couple inches back so they're in line with shoulders. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, heart forward and through, cow. Exhale, round and curl, tuck chin to chest. 2 more with your own breath. Inhaling fully and completely. Exhale, let it go. One more. Neutral tabletop. We'll take the left and meet it along the right. Walk those hands out a couple of inches forward. We'll tuck those toes. Find our first downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another big breath in. And big breath out. We're going to walk our feet towards our hands, finding a ragdoll at the top of the mat. Hands are either going to stay grounded or they're going to find opposite elbows, maybe a gentle sway side to side, tucking the chin as much as you can so the crown can reach towards the mat. Feel the decompression through the spine, the low back, releasing. Continue to breathe, never holding the breath. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. We'll come back through center. We're going to slide our hands up our shins or our thighs for a halfway lift. Back straight, heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. One more, just like that. Inhale, press into the feet, back straight. Exhale, forward fold, ragdoll twist. We're going to bend deeply through the right knee as the right hand plants in front of the right toe, straighten the left leg, and the left arm reaches high to the sky. We'll start to roll the left wrist out here. Switch directions. Good. We'll switch it out. Bend deeply through the left knee. Left hand plants in front of the left toes. Straighten right leg. Right hand reaches. Start to roll that right wrist. Trying to stack that right shoulder on top of the left. Switch directions of the wrist roll. Beautiful. Slowly release, forward fold. Nice and slow. Ground down through the feet. Slowly roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Head and shoulders are going to be the last to come up to standing. When they do, roll those shoulders up, back, and down away from the ears. Strong mountain pose. Everything is lifting up towards the sky here. Big breath in through the nose. And a big open mouth exhale. Sigh it all out. Good. We inhale, reach the arms up and over the head. As we exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to step the left foot back all the way. Nice big lunge back. Soften the left knee and tuck the left toes. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. If you need to toe heel that right foot forward slightly so those hips can settle in, always an option here. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more rounds of breath here. Steady gaze off the bridge of the nose. Shoulders are melting down the backside body. 1 more inhale. As we exhale, hands down to the mat, we start to straighten that right leg, send the hips towards the back of our mat here. Breathing in and breathing out. Find that fold over that right leg. We'll walk those hands over to the right side of our mat, finding a fold, working a little bit more into the IT band. Good. We'll slowly release, come back through center, rebend the right knee. We're going to toe heel that right foot over for lizard lunge. So wide with that right knee, right foot. The right knee is hugging the right shoulder right here. Shoulders are stacked over those wrists here. We're sinking the hips nice and low. Always have the option to drop the head heavy as long as those collarbones are staying open. We're not just rounding and collapsing. We're keeping that heart nice and open. One more breath in. 1 more breath out. We're going to take a twist. Right hand's going to come to the right knee as we twist our body open towards the right side of our mat. Breathing in. You can stay here. Always know that the left forearm you could come down to. You can always take that quad stretch where you bend the left knee. Maybe right hand is able to catch that left foot, creating friction, kicking that left foot into the right hand here. 3 rounds of breath. Good. We'll slowly release, unwind. Hands come back inside of that right foot. We're going to slowly step that right foot, right knee to meet the left. We're going to take some hip circles here. So we're going to inhale, shift past our wrist, take it over to the right, over to the left, back forward. Nice big circles, no right or wrong way of doing this, just allowing the hips to release. Good. We'll come back through center. We'll work that other side. When you're ready, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking up at those hands. This time maybe high on the toes. Can baby step or walk however you want to get to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms will sweep out and over the head, extended mountain. Exhale, ride that breath, forward fold, right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, nice big lunge back. Soften that right knee down to the earth, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Good, and again, if you need to toe heel that left foot forward so those hips can sink, always have that option. Biceps are in line with those ears. Hips are heavy, coming forward and down. One more inhale. As we exhale, hands come down to the mat. We're going to straighten out that left leg, dig that left heel into the earth, flex the left toes here, breathe. And as you exhale, fold over that left leg. And take those hands up and over the left leg towards the left edge of the mat, finding a fold over the left leg. Working that outer left thigh, IT band stretch here. Keep flexing through the left toes. Good. We'll start to walk those hands back forward as we rebend the left knee. We'll toe heel that left foot over to the left edge of the mat. Hands again are inside of the left foot, shoulders over wrists. We're squeezing that left knee towards that left armpit. Breathing in. Good. Settling into the hips. Breathe through that right hip flexor, front of the right leg. Relax the shoulders. Head can be heavy if that feels good. Maybe staying here, working into a twist. Left hand can come to the left knee as we twist the left shoulder open. And again, if you want to take that quad stretch, bending through the right knee as that left hand reaches for that right foot. Finding friction, kick that right foot into the hand. Open that left shoulder, breathe here for 3. One more inhale. Slowly release as you exhale. Left hand comes back inside as you send that right leg long. Left knee meets the right. We're going to take those circles around the opposite direction. So this time, inhale, shift forward past the wrist. We'll go over to the left first, towards the hips. Over to the right, back center, over to the left. So a few rounds of this big circles. And again, no right or wrong. Close the eyes down, just shift inwards. Try to release through those hips. Good. We'll come back through center. Got downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, coming to the top of your mat. Your choice how you get there. Light landing. Inhale, halfway lift. Full extension. Exhale, fold. We'll root to rise, arms will sweep out and over the head, extended mountain. As we exhale, hands come to heart center, we find a chair pose. Sending the hips towards the back of your mat. Maybe pick up those toes, spread them apart, lay them back down, really ground down through the heels, get heavy. Suck the belly in, almost as if we're wearing a corset, shoulders are relaxed. Maybe arms reach up and over the head. We're going to inhale, ground down through the left foot. Take the right knee into the chest, figure 4. Right ankle crosses the left knee. Maybe hands come to heart center, sinking back down into our chair. Find that stability, that strength through the left leg. Good. We inhale, come back through center, lift the right knee into the chest, warrior 3. Hands can come to heart center as we kick and hinge that right foot back, hinging at those hips, heart forward. Maybe airplane wings. Dial that right hip point down. Breathe in. Breathe out, landing right toe is high crescent lunge. Maybe a slight bend through the right knee. Otherwise, we're working on straightening out that right leg. Biceps pull back in line with those ears. Drop open, warrior two, right heel lands. Good. Pressing the left knee towards the left edge of your mat. Arms are long and strong here. We'll flip that left palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to the left thigh, right arm high. Maybe you take that extension, right arm reaching forward. Open that right shoulder. Good. Right hand all the way down to the mat as we pivot high onto the right toes. Easy twist. Left hand high, maybe partial bind. Right hand's going to stay down as we pivot into a side plank. Side plank could also be supported with the left toes pointing towards the left side of your mat. Could always step that left foot in, find that stagger or the stack. Could always drop that right knee down to the mat, lift up through the right hip point, get strong through the right hand, getting out of that right shoulder girdle. One more inhale. As we exhale, left hand down to the mat, we find downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Deep breath in. And deep breath out if you want to wave forward. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, looking up at those hands, high on those toes. Exhale, walk, step, or float those feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, back straight, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to sit down chair. We're going to sweep the earth, setting our feet up exactly how you want it. Hands, again, could be at heart center, or they could be above the head. Breathing in, sitting down like we're in that kindergarten chair. Relax the shoulders away. Take the gaze off the bridge of the nose. Inhale, straightening the right leg as we lift the left knee into the chest. Figure four, left ankle crosses right knee. Maybe hands come back down to heart center. Always have the option for support as well. Breathing in, keep flexing left toes, keep sending that left knee away. Inhale, left knee back into the chest. Warrior three, we hinge at the hips as we kick that left foot back. Maybe airplane wing arms, crown forward. Triceps are engaged. Breathe in, strong right leg. As we breathe out, left toes land softly, high crescent lunge. Make sure that stance is nice and wide. Good, one more inhale. As we exhale, dropping open, warrior two. Strong through the legs, strong through the arms. Gaze is over the right fingertips. Good. We inhale, flip that right palm. Find a exhale, find a reverse warrior. Right hand reaches up and back. Inhale, back into warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Right elbow to that right thigh, left arm high. Always could find that extension. Left bicep comes by the ear. Open that left shoulder, sink low through the hips. Continue to breathe. Left hand down to the mat, pivot onto the left heel, and right hand goes high to the sky. Sink those hips low, breathe in, and breathe out. Good. Pivoting back into that side plank variation, your choice. Lifting up through the left hip point. Keep pushing down through that left hand. One more inhale, stay lifted. Exhale, right hand down. We take a flow. Inhale, shift past the wrist. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another big breath in. And big breath out. We're going to inhale, tidal wave down to our knees, all fours. Good. We're going to swing the legs around. sitting onto our bum here. I'm gonna face you. All right, we're gonna take a half pigeon here. So we're gonna take the right foot out towards the top of our mat. Left foot is gonna come over the right ankle here. So just working into this half pigeon shape. Left knee falls out. We'll inhale, arms reach up and over the head. As we exhale, we hinge at those hips, take those hands forward. Blocks are always helpful if needed here. Breathe here for 3 rounds of breath in this fold, in a half pigeon shape. Good, we'll lift ourselves all the way back up, maybe taking a double pigeon this time if it feels okay for you, where you're gonna bend that bottom leg so both shins are coming parallel to the top of your mat. You're flexing through both the feet. There might be a lot of space right here in between your left knee and between your right foot. You can always put pillows, you could put a block, anything for support could go right there. It's gonna feel intense, but if you feel pinching, if you feel pain, I want you to back away. If it's just uncomfortable, we've got to breathe through this. So you could stay lifted right here. You could also take a fold, hinging at those hips, taking the fold over the legs. You've got 3 rounds of breath. Still flexing through both the feet. Still pressing the knees towards the earth. Good, nice and juicy. We lift ourselves back up. We're gonna unwind the legs. So hands are gonna come behind you as you unwind those legs. Left foot's gonna go forward and right foot comes over the left knee. Again, just that half pigeon to start. We inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Good, we'll slowly lift ourselves up, and again, maybe working into a double pigeon, maybe hinging over to the left hip, bending left knee. We're gonna take those shins parallel to the top of our mat as much as we can, and again, big space is okay. Still working through my hips each and every day, so just give them grace here. Breathe through the tension, breathe through the sensations that you're feeling here. If you want to stay lifted, always an option. If you want to start to crawl those fingertips forward, finding that fold for 3. One more inhale. One more exhale. We'll slowly unwind. Hands are going to come back towards the legs. We're going to bring our hands behind our back, unwind them, lifting up for reverse table. So feet are going to plant just like our bridge pose earlier. Hands are going to come right behind the shoulders here, right behind the hips. So shoulders stack over the wrist, fingers are facing the body. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, start to lift the hips, press down through the feet, finding our reverse tabletop. Gaze is going to go high towards the sky if that feels good. Another option is to release the head back as you continue to press into the hands and into the feet. Squeeze the glutes behind you. 3 rounds of breath here. One more inhale. As we exhale, slowly lower down here. Hips come under the shoulders. We straighten those legs out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold straight over, Dandasana, fold. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. When you're ready, we'll slowly lift ourselves up. We are going to swing the legs over to the left edge of our mat here. I'll face you again so you can see what that looks like. All right, we find a side bend, right hand down as we reach the left hand up and over. Good. Inhale, come back through center. We lift up onto the knees, swing the legs around to the right as the hip goes over to the left. Left hand down as we reach the right hand up and over. Good. Inhale, come back through center. We're going to swing those legs around, finding an easy seated posture. Good. Inhale, arm sweep up and over the head. We take a twist over to the left hand, right knee, right hand kickstands behind you, growing taller and twisting with the exhale. 2 more rounds of breath here. Inhale, back through center. We twist the opposite way. Right hand comes to the left knee, left hand kickstands behind you. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more rounds of breath in the twist. Maybe gaze follows the left shoulder here. Good. We inhale, come back through center. Arms reach up and over. Exhale, hands come through heart center. We're going to bring our hands down onto our knees, palms facing up. Just taking a few rounds of breath here. Coming back down. Maybe you need a couple open mouth exhales as you breathe out, letting go of any hot air, anything that you may need to release and let go of here. As we go through a lot of hips, just noticing that we carry a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of unknown emotions in our hips. So if anything pops up for you here, just acknowledge those things. Acknowledge all the sensations that you have felt today through this practice. And knowing that you can release and let go of anything that you need to that's no longer serving you, your practice, or your life. You can pause this video and continue deep breathing right here, or resume back to normal breathing. If you're ready to move throughout the rest of your day, gently opening the eyes, welcoming yourself back to this space. Hands to heart center as we give ourselves a bow. I thank each of you for showing up for this practice, for choosing to click on this video and stay through the rest of the practice. I hope to see some more of you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, Flow&Paddle TV. Again, my name is Cassandra. It was a pleasure guiding you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.